So I'm just leaving from seeing Ready Player One. Good fucking movie, man. Ready Player One, a film based on the novel by Ernest Cline. When I first saw this trailer, I didn't know what to expect. I never read the book. So just seeing the trailer and doing research, the film is based on pop culture, a nostalgia for anybody who grew up in the 80s and the 90s, just from the trailers alone. So I already knew, but I had high expectations from all the trailers, just seeing so many characters. You had to watch the trailer hundreds, well not hundreds, but just numerous of times to catch all the characters. So before going in, I thought that would be a problem because so many characters, how would they be able to fit all that into one movie? I saw that the runtime was 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, that's reasonable. I went in with high expectations and my expectations were fucking blown. I don't know if I'm still excited from the movie, but this is my favorite movie ever. Right as of right now, I can look at this movie over and over again, and that's something that you will have to do just to catch all of the characters that they have in this movie, and that's what makes this movie special. The story is intriguing, but the characters, the nostalgia of it all. If you grew up in the 90s, late 80s, you're gonna fucking love this movie. I was fucking blown away. The story, it was easy to follow. You get two stories in one movie, or two movies in one movie. Because as you know, the Oasis, that's what all this is possible with all the characters. You get, it's switched back from scenes from the Oasis in the real world, but it seems like it's not too much time spent in the Oasis, and it's not too much time spent in the real world. It's like a balance of both, and that's what made this movie so great. I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't saw the movie already, but it's so much stuff in this movie, and you're not going to catch everything on your first watch. You're going to have to watch this movie several times when it comes out on home media, Blu-ray, 4K, DVD. You're going to have to pause just to catch everything, because you see so many characters you grew up loving, grew up on. It's so much. It's just one scene that involves Stephen King, and I did not expect that. And I love what they did. Everything worked in here. The little bit of comedy that they had, it worked. The love story, it worked. And it's a lot of cursing in this movie too. They drop a lot of S-bombs. The word you're gonna hear most throughout the movie is shit. I don't know what it is about that word, but that's all you hear is shit. And I think there's a couple of F-bombs in there too, but shit is the word you're gonna hear the most. Hey, I don't want to go into full detail and give away the whole premise of the movie, like go detail for detail, but everything worked in this movie. It was only one scene that I really didn't like, but that's typical. Scenes like that always occur in movies. But I might end up doing a spoiler review, because it is some things that I do want to talk about. But I mean, this movie is a perfect, it's 5 out of 5 stars. It's that fucking good. It's perfect to me. I only saw really one flaw in this movie, and it's so minor, that shit shouldn't even count. What gets me the most is just the characters. Even if the movie sucked, I probably still would have liked it just because of the characters that they had in there. But that's not the only, I mean, I can't sit up here and say that's the only reason I like the movie, because of the characters. No, I like that. I like the plot. I like the story. I like the characters. It just, everything just worked. And then the characters is a plus, the nostalgia of it all. So like I said, if you grew up in the late 80s, the 90s, you're gonna fucking love this movie. Cause I sure do. I don't usually go see movies twice in the theater, but I will go see this again. It's not a guarantee that I'm going to, but if I have a day I'm not doing nothing, yeah, I'm going to see Ready Player One. And I am going to read the book. If you had any doubts about this movie, just erase that out your head. Go see this movie. You're doing yourself a favor. I got my money's worth. I can't say enough. The only thing that's gonna kill this excitement that I have right here is April 27th. You already know.